Hey guys, hey, welcome to Mondays with Mark, yet again on a Tuesday, but that's okay, and I'll tell you why in just a little bit, okay? And this is Smokeysteveandmarc, and it is fantastic to see you. Welcome back. Thanks so much for stopping by. Oh gosh, it means the world to me. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing safe, and I'm really excited. We're gonna have a really nice time tonight because this is kind of a special Mondays with Mark, I guess, because this is Mondays with Mark Vintage Edition. Oh yeah. So why vintage? Well, I've always loved history, and history, well, it inspires pretty much everything, and I think that's why I love all things vintage and retro, and I like to collect things that are real old, well, I don't have to tell you that, you guys know, right? But yeah, I've always liked vintage antiques, love antiques. I even love just going to the antique store and just looking around, even if I'm not going to buy anything, So yeah, we have a really fun show tonight. So we have a vintage inspired project to do. We have a vintage inspired recipe to do, and we may have another few things pop up here and there too. But I was saying that it's okay that this is a Tuesday. And we're doing Mondays with Mark because I have been trying out different things over the last month. I've been trying different, what would you say, strategies? I don't know, for different video. Well, specifically for Mondays with Mark, but with other videos too, to try to get a jump start on. And life has just been really, really busy lately, and it's just, there just never seems to be enough time. So I've been trying different things out, like filming on a Sunday instead of Monday, because now on Mondays, there's a good chance I won't get home until 5, 6, sometimes even 7 o'clock, which, I can't do a video, well, like this in a couple hours. There's no way, So I have been trying out different things, and I think I know what works, and that is to start a day early. Even if I think I'm going to get home early on a Monday, I think that I should just get a head start on the videos instead of filming a video, editing it, and posting it on the same day. So hopefully moving forward, we won't have this issue again, okay? But okay, back to all of our vintage stuff. I really, really, really want to get started on our project. I love to cook too, but I figure if we do our project first, we'll build up a nice appetizer, a nice appetite. No, it's not an appetizer. It's actually a main dish. But we will build up an appetite by making this vintage-inspired project. So let's head over to the workshop. It's DIY time! Oh, yes it is! And today, we have a vintage-inspired project that is pretty darn awesome. We are going to be making some vintage luminaries today. So let's get started, shall we? What do we need? Well, we are actually going to, this is kind of like a decoupage kind of a project there. So it's a great upcycle project as well. So we're going to need a jar to start with, okay? And the only thing you want to make sure is that it has like a flat side on it like this, okay? So we could use like any kind of like pasta sauce. A lot of those are great. Old candle jars, like these like mini like hurricanes you get at the Dollar Tree, anything like that will work perfectly well. Now I'm going to go ahead and use this, which is an empty candle jar. And if you're like me, you get these candles all the time, right, in these jars, because they go on sale sometimes, and I don't know, I can't throw the jars away because they're so cool, right? But of course you got to clean them up, and the worst part of that is getting that wax out of there. Well, I got a tip for you. Check it out. Preheat your oven to about 200 degrees and then get an old pan or maybe an aluminum pan, something that you don't want anymore. And you're going to put a cooling rack right on top of it and take your jars and put them right upside down on that cooling rack. Pop them in the oven for 2 hours. And check it out. Oh my gosh, all the wax comes out and it leaves you with just a real thin residue, and all you gotta do is just give it a wash out with some hot soapy water, and it comes right off. It's so much easier. Oh, it really is. And, of course, you got to get those labels off, though, too. That sucks. There's no other word for it because most of them you do need Goo Gone for. I have found a couple that you can just peel off, but most of these you gotta use Goo Gone. Alright, so we need a jar. Then in addition to that, we're going to need something that we're going to kind of decoupage around it, right? So I have these probably seen these before. We used these before. I have these parchment. I got these from like Temu or something. One of their deals that was like 40 cents. I don't know. And it's all kinds of sheets of like vintage images. And I'm gonna go with a music theme for mine for this one here. But you could also use. You can also print something out right on your printer in a style that you like. You can use old napkins, and you can even use the pages of an old book. Really, really cool, huh? And in addition to that, we will need some Mod Podge. Oh yes, you can use tacky glue too. That works. So let's do this. So the first thing I'm doing here is I'm taking our vintage paper, whichever type we may have, and I'm just cutting small shapes out of it. Doesn't matter, how you do this. We're just going to cut little pieces like this. There we go. And you can also tear them if you'd like as well for a rough edge. Yeah, either way. And then we're going to take our jar and we're going to just kind of work a little bit at a time here, okay? And here, I'll turn it that way. And we're just going to cover the spots that we're going to cover. Now, with our paper here. Now, I'm going to leave this bottom part here and this top part here, like the stripes going on there. I'm going to leave that completely clear, and I'm just going to cover the flat part here on mine. All right, so now we have our glue on our jar. Now we're going to take we'll start with this one here, and bam, there we go. And we're going to do that. And then we are just going to make sure we got glue on all of it first. Okay, there we go. And then we're just going to continue to go all around our jar until it's completely covered. And then what you want to do, though, is like on your edges here, make sure you have a straight edge here. I'll show you with a real straight edge. We are going to, you're going to put it like nice and even. You just want to make sure it's even to whatever edge. Okay, like that. Now, if you're going all the way down to the bottom, of course, go down to the bottom edge there, okay? So there we go there. Don't worry about these little pieces here. We're going to take care about that later. If it bothers you a lot, go ahead, put some glue down and tack it down like that, okay? All right, let's cover our jar, y'all. Last piece. Okay, there we go. So we're completely covered all the way around, just like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our Mod Podge and we're going to give a nice coat right over what we just did. And at this point, we're going to smooth down all those little edges that are out, like that, and go all the way around. Now this dries completely clear, and it'll give a nice little kind of sheen to it. It protects it, makes it look really good. Okay, there we go. We are all covered with our Mod Podge, and well, right now we let her dry. And we are dry. And can you see like the sheen on there? Yeah, I think you can see that. But it looks really, really nice. So now, at this point, we're just going to go through and see if there's anything we need to clean up, like extra glue. Now, extra glue, like on the bottom around the lip here, it's water soluble also. It's very easy to just wipe it off just like that. It comes right off. It won't hurt the paper that's on there, nothing. So we'll just get that pretty good here. And really, that's all there is to these. You just pop a candle in and they're done. So I made a little itty bitty one. Look at that one. Pretty cool, huh? Do you remember? We made these last year for Valentine's Day, but we did a little differently with a Sharpie marker, but they had more of them at the Dollar Tree, so I definitely had to do that. And I got this at the Dollar Tree as well. And oh yeah, I turned it into a luminary. Nice, huh? And just perfect for Valentine's Day. I left a little cutout there in the shape of a heart because I think these would be really nice gifts too. And with Valentine's Day coming up, I have about 5 going right now. So let's see here. Let me get one that works. I have about 5 going here right now. I'm going to keep one. I want to put one in the look. See how nice? Really nice, huh? Really cool. You can put them in all of them actually. And this one, I don't know if you can see it yet, but it like glows right through there. But I'll get some nice pictures for you there. And so I'm going to finish cleaning this one up. And oh heck, yeah, what a wonderful project, huh? It's fun to do. It's easy to do. It's creative. I don't know. I think these are nice, and I do think they make really, really good gifts. So there you have it. Oh yes, our vintage-inspired luminaries. Oh yeah. So, I think we did build up an appetite. What do you think? I just happen to have a pretty cool recipe to do. So, you know what? We are going to head over into the kitchen and whip up a vintage-inspired recipe. But before we do that, I do have to get set up, and it will take me a couple minutes. But I just happen to have something, to keep you occupied until I'm ready. Check this out. Bill Dominicus is a filmmaker, gift maker, and visual artist whose work combines 2D and 3D computer animation. He takes old vintage photos and he manipulates them with archive film footage, creating moving images that each tell their own unique and surreal story. Now, Bill says that, well, to be honest, pretty much everything around him fuels his work. He watches at least 3 to 4 movies a week. He reads all the time. Although, searching through images and films in the public domain, well, that's where he gets most of his inspiration for his work. This is a moving picture of Bill's workspace. He says he's been doing a lot of VR pieces lately, so he's been doing a lot of spinning around too. So what is Bill's favorite digital piece of art? Well, that would be The Clock by Christian Marclay, a 24-hour film installation that functioned as a clock, using film strips synchronized with the real time. It's completely mesmerizing and sublime. It is a testament to our times. And Bill Dominicus is also a testament to our times, too. His work is stunning, it's unique, it's surreal, sometimes a little spooky, but all the time, absolutely amazing. Okay, so in the kitchen once again, y'all. I have some fresh bread ready to go in the oven. Oh, my favorite. And it's going to accompany our vintage-inspired recipe today just perfectly. We're going to make some chicken Romano. Wait, wait, wait. Chicken Romano? A vintage recipe? Well, it turns out, actually, it is. It's a very old peasant dish originating in Rome. And actually, Italian housewives would make this dish every single week. And typical of such dishes, they would use lower quality cuts of meat and wine and herbs to both tenderize and flavor it. And the interesting thing about chicken Romano is that there is no definitive origin to it, nor is there a person that can be credited with coming up with this recipe. Pretty interesting, huh? But one thing that is widely agreed as the recipe became more and more popular as the years went on, it gradually migrated here to the States, and that would be either in the late 19th century or the early 20th century. So let's take a look at our ingredients. Starting with, we have 1 cup of all-purpose flour. We have 1/2 teaspoon each of salt and pepper. We have 2 eggs, which we whisked all up. And that back there is 2 tablespoons of water. This is 1 cup of breadcrumbs. And this is the zest from 1/2 of a lemon and 1 tablespoon of fresh chopped parsley. 1/2 cup of freshly grated Romano. 1/4 cup of white wine, and this is the juice from that 1/2 of a lemon. No seeds allowed. And for our garnishes here, we have extra chopped parsley, and we have some freshly grated Parmesan. You could do Romano too. And for the star of our show, yes, chicken. So here I have 1 pound of thinly sliced boneless breasts of chicken. Ooh, yeah. And we can't forget a couple more lemons there to serve with our dish. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to mix our white wine with our lemon juice, just like that, and we're going to set her aside. Oh yeah. And then we're going to take our breadcrumbs here, and we're going to add our lemon zest and our parsley, as well as all of that cheese. And then we're just going to mix that up until it's all nice and incorporated there, okay? Look at how beautiful that looks with the parsley in there, and you can even see the lemon. Ah, nice. Okay, and then our egg mixture here, we're going to add our 2 tablespoons of water right to it. And we're going to give it another whisk there until it's, until this is nice and incorporated too. If you haven't figured out, we're making an egg wash here. Yes, we are. This is going to be our breading station. Okay, and finally here, we're going to take our flour and we're going to add our salt and pepper right to it. And again, we're going to give that, look at what I did with my whisk. Oh, how awful. Okay, and we're just going to give that a stir until we get that salt and pepper all nice and mixed in with our flour. Okay, time to bread these babies up. All right, so I have these all cut nice here. Let's see, why don't we start with oh, it doesn't matter. We'll start with this one. So we're going to first we're going to dredge it right into our flour mixture here. And then we're going to dip it right into our egg mixture and then switch hands so you have a dry hand and a wet hand. Just a little tip, you know. And then, I remember when I learned that the first time, I thought it was brilliant. Okay, and then right into our breadcrumbs, dry hand. And I like to put a little on top and then pat it. There we go. And then we're going to make sure it's nice and coated with this yummy breadcrumb mixture. Oh yeah. And then we're going to take it out and we're going to place it on a pan or a piece of parchment paper, and you just don't want to let them overlap, that's all. And of course we are going to repeat with the rest of our chicken. Oh yeah. I just love breading. I really do like breading. Now I like doing it. I'll tell you, my first job working as a actual chef And you don't start off like master chef or executive chef or anything. My job was solely to bread chicken parmesan cutlets, to bread them, and it was for a restaurant, so I mean hundreds and hundreds of them. Oh boy, it was like, oh my gosh, I swear at least 2 weeks of doing pretty much just that. But hey, we gotta start somewhere, right? Ta-da! Ooh, don't they look good? Oh my goodness. So we are at the stove now, and we're getting ready to pan sear these babies up. Okay, so in my frying pan here, I have 1/4 cup of olive oil, and we have it heated up to about, a little bit more than medium. Like, not medium high, but like, right in between there. And we are just going to take our chicken, and if you have to work in batches, totally, totally fine. We're going to put that in our oil here, and you'll notice there's not a huge sizzle as if we were on high heat. Wait, I think I am going to have to work in here. Hold this big baby right there, and we'll do 2 batches here. Okay, very cool. All right, so there we go. So now we want to let these cook until the breading turns nice golden brown on both sides, and that'll be about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Hear that sizzle. Okay, so now our white wine and lemon juice is ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift our first one up, okay, like that, and we're going to add our wine and our lemon juice right to the pan. Remember, we're going to reserve some because we're working in batches here. And give that a little shake around there, and then flip our chicken. And the last one, we're going to take off here. There we go. All right. So now we have our cutlets all done here. Really? That's really all there is to it. Let's go serve her up. Check this little tip out. Oh, yeah. So we have a half of a lemon here, right? And this is going to be used for our garnish. So get yourself some cheesecloth, put it right over the top like that, and fold it up all around it and give it a twist and put a little twist tie on there, like that. Okay. And then you have a half of a lemon that when you squeeze it on your dish, you get no seeds. How brilliant is that? Okay, so we have some on a plate here. Look, ooh, okay, so for the garnish, oh yes, we're gonna have to do a little more cheese. Like that. Nice. Fresh parsley. Oh, please don't skip this step. This adds such a fresh taste to this dish. I mean, for real, it does. No lie. I usually put it on a little more than I normally would. There we go. Perfect. Got some on the plate there. And, oh, heck, while we're at it, we got to get some, we got to do a nice little, okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And then, of course, lemon. Okay, and we're gonna place our lemon right there. All right, and we'll put our parsley on top. Make it look pretty. Okay. Nice. That is a sexy dish, if I do say so myself. And that's all there is to it. So there you have it, our vintage-inspired chicken Romano. Yeah. Oh boy, I had a really good time. I hope you did too. Oh gosh, and that recipe, the chicken Romano, I have found while working at restaurants, and my nieces and nephews, they really don't like the taste of Romano cheese. I have found, but that recipe you can make with all Parmesan cheese too if you want. Ooh, just as good, really, just as good. And how about our Luminaries here? I think that they're really nice, and boy, I can't wait. It would wonderful gift. I think it's going to make a nice gift. But so anyway, oh yes, I said, oh, wait till the end because I had something to show you. So I was going through my mother's things. I have a box, with all of her stuff in it, memorabilia and pictures and stuff like that. And I came across, talking about the vintage, a Star magazine from 1980. Look, it's in like really good condition too. Look, Priscilla Presley's love child. Patrick, look, Patrick Duffy Heartbreak. Oh my gosh, this is great. It's in really good condition too. My mom just loved the tabloids. She would read them all the time and laugh. Oh, it's great. It's awesome. Look at the ad on the back for the cigarettes. Salem Lights. Oh, that's so funny. But I was wondering, gosh, people collect these, don't they? Like old ones like this? 80, 90, 2000, 2010, 2000. This is over 40 years old. I don't know, like if anybody would, I don't know what to do with it. I mean, I don't want it. I wouldn't frame it and hang it up or anything, but my mom loved Elvis. So anything Elvis she saved, you know. But look at how young Priscilla looks. Oh my goodness. Why she chose to be a mom again at 41. Anyway, that was it. That's all I wanted to show you. Like, I know, big, like, oh, wait till the end. I have something to tell you. Oh. Kind of a little new segment there. Right idea, y'all. All right, I've kept you long enough with our Mondays with Mark on a Tuesday, the vintage edition. So thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching. It really means the world to me. Definitely hit that subscribe button and check us out over on social media. We're on X and Facebook and Instagram, and all of our contact information is right down below. That's our post office box and our email address. If you have any questions on the project or the recipe or anything that we did today, just shoot me an email, okay? Thank you again, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our vintage inspired show today. It was a lot of fun. Oh my gosh. You have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Ciao, everybody.